today I'm with the man himself, Khaz Customs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on? What's your real name?
My real name. Should we tell him? My real name is Abdulaziz.
So where did the Khaz come from? I thought it was Kazim.
No, I know a lot of people. Some people nice calls me Kazim too. That's hey, my name is not Kazim. But he's used to. It's actually a combination of my daughter and my name. So the AZ in Khaz is from Aziz, my name, and the KH is Konyasola Halima.
Oh,
That's very simple.
That's so beautiful. This is one of the only people in, can I say Lagos or should I say Nigeria as a whole?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I'll go with Nigeria.
That you could trust a Ferrari with.
100%.
And although this looks like major work, if you saw a Toyota stripped down like this, it would mean maybe the engine's coming out. But this is just wrapping a few bits. And we have this much work.
Yes.
How did you get started in this business?
Honestly, I've always wanted to from as long as I can remember. But I went to a shop like this in London. I saw someone who spoke like me, had kind of like the same background, and it wasn't too old. Because where I grew up in London, there was mostly middle-aged white guys. I had this kind of shops. So I was never really kind of motivated enough to start. I didn't have enough courage. But when I went to his shop, and ironically he had a 458 in the shop, they were wrapping into white. So half of the car was like red, the other half was white. I was like, what is this? What's going on here? Me being an inquisitive person, I love cars. So I asked him a few questions, and then from then on, the burning desire just couldn't leave my heart. So I met him around March in 2012, and by December of the same year I started my business. Wow.
Did you speak Yoruba?
Hey.
You know what they say, question?
Well, that's the thing. I did. I went on training. I went on a 6-week course for rapping and tinting. But to be honest, I went there because I wanted to kind of know the knowledge myself. Because I'll be honest with you, I never intended on doing it myself.
But do you find yourself sometimes having to rap?
I have done it a few times, very few occasions. Because like I said, I know what my strengths and my weaknesses are. And even though I would love to get down and dirty here, but I would take away from what my real job is, which is liaising with clients, doing the marketing, getting the jobs in, you know, and just making sure that the brand power goes up and higher and higher and higher. So I do sometimes. They laugh at me because they're like, I get what you're doing. But if I wanted to, I would do it.
Absolutely wonderful. So let me take a look at the Ferrari and
it's
see.
It's not looking so much like the Ferrari now because it's been stripped.
So I'll give it back to you.
Whoa! Don't panic.
You can see that beautiful engine. Ah. And you can see all the intestines out. You can see the kidneys.
Yep. Yeah.
Whoa. So this is what a Ferrari looks. Look at those wheels.
Big fat wheels.
20-inch. And look at how fat they are. Oh man. And look at those calipers.
Yeah. Big fat brake calipers.
Whoa.
Ceramic as well for the heat. And this is the carbon
There's
fiber.
the carbon fiber rear diffuser. Guys, be very careful. If you hit a Ferrari from the back and just gets ruined,
just give him
2 of your kidneys and your liver and your cornea
it's not
and your bone marrow. Whatever else they can harvest off you.
Just forget about it. Literally.
So, is this? Would you say this is good business for Nigeria?
Absolutely. Yes, of course. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like every business is good in Nigeria. It's the people that run the business that kind of, you know, deter people away from starting doing business in Nigeria. Anything to do with cars, I'm Nigerian, so I can tell you we love our cars. Like, we love cars.
We love cars.
Like, average Nigerian will buy 2 cars before he buys a house. Don't blame us.
I think I got 7 cars before I got my house.
You see what I'm saying?
Probably even 8.
So we love our cars, we love nice things, and yes, it's definitely a good business. I mean, I don't know. At the moment, I think we have, how many cars do we have here at the moment? 2, 4, 5. That's 5 already here. There's 4 over there. That's 9. There's 1 on the way. So that's 10 cars.
I can see you're doing good business.
We're doing all right. We're
Now,
doing great.
A lot of people don't understand what wrapping really is.
Okay.
What's a wrap? How does it work? Can I wrap my old car at home?
Of course.
Is it more expensive than standard painting?
Yes. I mean, to answer your question, wrap is literally like wrapping paper. We all know what wrapping paper is, but it's a more durable, modified, texturized, and more importantly, very, very wide range of options of colors and textures for your car. So you can wrap your car for various different reasons. It could be you're bored of the color that you've had for a couple of years. It could be you were looking to buy, for example, this guy wanted to buy a white CLS, but he couldn't find one in the time frame that he wanted. So he bought a silver one, and now we're wrapping it white.
And black.
And black, with some black detailing. As you can see, the door handles have been wrapped gloss black.
And this is wrap.
This is wrap. Look at
This is wrap as well.
This is wrap. The finish is immaculate. You couldn't
Awesome.
tell. Unless I tell you, you couldn't tell. I mean, obviously, because we've taken off the roof rails, you can see that, you know, it's been wrapped. But once the roof rails go back on, you couldn't tell.
Now, how durable is this wrap material as compared to the clear coat on your paint, for instance? How long is this guy going to have this wrap for?
If, as I said when you asked me the question, you remember I mentioned durability. The durability and the manufacturer's warranty on this is 5 years minimum.
Minimum.
Minimum. They're usually 5 to 7 years. So you get 5 to 7 years out of this wrap. And what you get out of it is it's not going to fade, it's not going to change color, it's not going to suddenly become red overnight. You don't have to wax it or polish it.
You don't have to wax it?
No. As a matter of fact, wax damages wrap because of the chemical components. You know,
so how do you make it shine?
Just wipe it. That's the beauty of it. Just wipe it with a damp cloth. Comes back to brand.
Can you take it to the car wash?
Absolutely.
Pressure hose?
We apply the wrap at 110 degrees centigrade. So that tells you how durable it is. And it doesn't break. So water, sun doesn't affect it. They wrap more cars in Dubai than anywhere else in the world. And the temperature is an average of 40 degrees. So that tells you it's very durable.
Now, you've said this was a silver car that changed to white.
Yes.
What about this Ferrari, for instance? It's red. I like the red. I want to keep it red, but I want a wrap that would protect
the paint.
The paint. Is that possible?
Very, very possible. Most people don't know this, but most supercars actually come with paint protection. More often than not. Yeah, especially on the bumpers. It's usually an add-on. If you notice on most Porsche Panameras, the side sort of panel here, it always has like a different finish to the paintwork.
Yeah.
That's because there's paint protection on that side. It comes from factory. You don't even have to pay extra for it. So yes, you can wrap your car in a transparent film, which is called a paint protection film. Let me give you a backstory. Paint protection film was invented during World War I.
Whoa!
Yes. Big facts. Out of necessity because of the bombings and everything that goes onto the helicopters. So they wanted to protect themselves from the droppings of bombings, and that's how they made it. So that they wouldn't have to worry about you spraying, because you know you have your own colors. So Germany would have maybe green, England would have maybe whatever. That's how it was invented. Out of necessity. So it's been around much longer than people think. And yes, it's available for any car. And I think in Nigeria especially, we need it on our cars, because do you know how many times we've wrapped a car or painted a car and the customer calls within 24 hours and say, car scratch me. So if you have paint protection film on your car, it goes on top of the paint protection film. And as you know, our European friends, they don't stay where they are. They always develop their products. So now there's a self-healing paint protection film.
I heard about that.
Absolutely true.
I heard if you scratch on it with brushes.
I'll show you a demo before you leave. So where you could scratch it with brush. It has scratches, you can see visible scratches, and then give it a day or pour hot water, warm water over it, scratch disappears. Self-healing. So your scratch will even disappear. Obviously it's not cheap, it's expensive.
I have an old Range Rover. The paint is very nice. Sorry, we're working with heavy machinery that creates a lot of heat.
Yeah. I'm wearing that.
The paint on the bonnet is very nice. If I just wanted to protect just the bonnet, for instance, how much would that set me back?
Off the top of my head, probably around, I'd say around 200K.
Just for the bonnet?
Don't quote me, but yes. Yes, roughly around. But it's worth it because how many times are you going to go back and spray that bumper within 1 year? Twice maybe? Or 3 times if you're finicky. If you have extreme OCD, probably more than that. So you're spending 40K every time you're going to respray your bumper. And remember now, the more you spray your paint, obviously the lacquer's coming away, the real factory paint is gone, forget that one, it's gone. So not only does the paint protection protect your paint, it protects the value of your car. If I'm buying a car and I know that the bumper is going to be sprayed, I'll price you now. I say, oh God, this car don't get accident now, they don't respray them. But if you have paint protection and you're selling it, all the damage you do in the paint protection, you can remove it, say, Mr. Man, there is your fresh car. If you like, put PPF. If you don't, it's yours now. So it's just value for money. It's just, I see it as an investment.
Now,
long term.
For those people who want to spray their cars, do you offer that too?
Yeah, we do. That's our oven right there. We do oven make respray.
We're gonna step into the oven
as they call it.
For a minute.
Yes, we do that. We do crash repairs as well, body work.
Do you do bikes?
I love bikes. I wish I had more bikes to work on. We had a wrap tour that we went to PH, Port Harcourt, and we wrapped a GSXR and I loved it. I love bikes. I wish I could do more bikes. That's the truth. You know, so yeah, we do bikes.
Okay, there's a question I want to ask you, because we're in the heat right now. Maybe we'll go sit in your office where it's a lot cooler.
Let's do that.
I've seen paint protection on older cars that has turned yellow and has begun to crack.
Yes.
What do you do about that?
I mean, in everything in life, there's levels of quality. Even with our wraps, let me address something quickly. The reason why our wraps are expensive, because I know people say, guys, your wrap is expensive. It's because I choose not to go down in quality. If I'm wrapping 3 cars a year and I know that I'm using the best product, I'm happy. Rather than doing 20 cars using cheap wrap that's going to start peeling off in 2 months, that's going to change color in 3 months. Same with print protection film. If you use the cheap ones, it's going to turn yellow in a few months or maybe a year if you're lucky. You know, also the older cars, you have to remember everything develops over years. So probably the one you've seen was when print protection was not at the height of its quality. So whoever owns that car just needs to go and get the recent ones, and I guarantee it's not going to turn yellow.
How easy is it to take off?
The paint protection film?
Yeah.
Let's just say it took 2 people 15 minutes to take off the ones that were on these front bumpers, because this came with PPF, and we're going to refit them once we're done with the respray. So yeah, it took about 15 minutes. The whole car, if you have paint protection film, if you have 2 guys on it, it will probably take an hour, 2 hours maybe, if they're not lazy. Same with the wrap. You can remove the wrap and get it back to factory paint. This whole car now, 4 of us will do it in 1 hour.
Wow.
And your car will be back to whatever color it came in.
Whoa.
See the finish?
The finish is immaculate.
It's exquisite.
Exquisite. I totally agree. Guys, you need to, you see, a lot of people are not buying brand new cars because of the economy. But you have no excuse. You can make your old car brand new.
Yep.
Just like this. Look at this. He had a silver CLS, now he has a white CLS. In an hour, he could peel it off and make it a gray, red, blue, whatever, camouflage CLS.
Yes.
And I can't just get my eyes off this Ferrari.
I know. I don't blame you.
Ooh, whoa. awesome
We
stuff.
had to cover it up because of how much attention it draws.
Yes.
That's why it was covered when you came in.
And you're right in the middle of a mechanic village.
Yes, and I love it.
I love it too. It's so real.
Everything's here. Everything is literally at my doorstep. You know, we have a busy schedule and we need maybe 1 or 2 extra staff. I'll just call them from there. I need you to come and help us out. So I'm happy here. So, you know, obviously we are going to move, inshallah, to a bigger, better location in the nearest future. But where we are right now, we're happy. We have everything at our disposal.
All right, let's take a quick look at your paint booth, and then I'm gonna get out of his face.
Talking about.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it comes from factory.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the finish there, and that's it.
And that's to protect it from chips, I guess.
Exactly.
Here we have a Camaro ZL1, you said?
ZL1 with a carbon hood.
With a carbon fiber hood. And red interior.
Very sexy.
It's beyond sexy. It's awesome.
Very sexy.
Woo. So I'm hanging out with Khaz Customs today and learning a lot about wrapping cars and paint protection and a whole lot more. Can you guys see the aggressive stance of this particular car? All right, so oops, that's the horn. We're moving this into the shop proper to have it wrapped. Look at how low that bumper is. My goodness. This is what the front lip of a Ferrari 488 looks like. Carbon fiber, don't break this. This lip alone will set you back enough. And it's here for wrapping work. In for the respray. Can you see that? The front and the rear bumpers. Now you understand, guys, why this is one of my favorite cars of all time. It's about to become brand new. And he's bringing the front lip to add to the rest of the parts, going in for painting and then for the wrap. So guys, here's what the bacon oven looks like. This, I guess, is a Passat. Painted. Pressure painted. You can see the pressure hose there. And then it's going to be baked to absolute perfection.
Of course. So this is a spray booth. This has just been sprayed. We have to leave it in there.
Yeah.
Let it acclimatize and, you know.
Have you put on the oven?
That's off now.
Okay, so the oven is...
This is off now, but the heat is still trapped inside. So it acclimatizes onto the body, it heals onto the body well. It's not going to come out of the oven for another couple of hours. And then we bring it out, start preparing, checking for any errors. If it has to go back in there, it has to go back in there. You know? That's basically it. That's basically it. I enjoy the process.
I enjoy it too. This is queued up next.
Yeah, this is queued up next.
So while you have the supercars, you also
we
have
work on every car.
some regular.
Even if you come here, we do, this one is not even a full car. I think it's just the bumper, the whole of the left side. That's it. We spray bumpers, wings, whatever. Bring it.
And I can see the big generator you have here.
There, standby. You can't do this.
Can't mess with Nigeria.
You can't do this in Nigeria without that.
But this is sad though.
It's very sad. What if I told you that I've been here 3 years at this site and I've never used government power? We actually don't have government power in this village. 24/7 generator.
Wow.
So when we charge you, what can we do? We have to cover our overheads.
All right, there's a mini Ferrari here. Or should I say maximum Benz? Either way. Here's what I like. I like the fact that the car is white and only the outside was wrapped. I just love this feel. And look at the wheels on this beast. Choi came in for some work. It's gonna be out soon. This particular finish is called brushed stainless steel. Wow, what you can do with wraps you can only dream of with paints. So there it goes. All right, guys, been a wonderful time hanging out with my brother Khaz Customs, and I learned so much today about wrapping your car.
Absolutely.
And I advise you, if you want to protect your car, put a wrap on it.
Please, please, it will save you a lot of money in the future.
If you don't wrap it, you might need to get a strap just in case someone hits you.
Of course.
And you don't want to get the strap, get the wrap.
Get the wrap. Yes, I like that. I like that. I like that.